Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Hey, if I didn't know any better, I'd say we got a guest coming up. If I didn't know any better. Oh, do we actually? Could this be? I don't know. Could this be? Could this be the mermaid herself showing herself up in here as well? Come on now. Hey, you know who you are. Let's see if we can grab these folks here, grab them and have them join us. Divine timing for sure. Hey, if you want to hop in, you can. Hold on. Let's see if they join us. We're just going, you know what I'm saying? But Happy New Year to all of you. Happy New Year, much love. Happy New Year, indeed. Ah, there she is. Didn't even have to play the flute here. Awesome, there they are. And you know who you are if you're trying to hop in, hop in. Okay, okay. Boom. Happy New Year, much love. Hey there.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you both. Happy New Year.
How are you? Sorry, we are having these problems with internet. We cannot have the live at evening. We tried morning. You know, it's kind of not stable, but we like it. You know, it's internet is really distracting you from the real life. But I think the possibilities are enough for the live at morning, right? So we can do that.
Yeah, glad that I was able to catch you during the rising, you know. Did you both have it and привет, I need to say.
Рада видеть.
Spasibo, you know, thank you both for joining. I appreciate you. It's great to have you here for your morning, you know, my evening. But how has interacting and I guess maneuvering around the technology with the practice of autonomy, how has that been for you two?
That's been interesting, especially with the technology, да, вот, когда пытаешься автономить, да, с технологией отношения, что меняется,
Скажи, что я против технологий, потому что это забирает наши собственные способности, да, то есть технологии, они как бы облегчают жизнь, это символ яблоко даже, да, так вот, на айфоне, они как символ как раз, вот, скажем, реализации.
So Anastasia again confirms that she's against technology because it takes you away from yourself, from the reality, takes your potential away. It's like takes your creativity away, right? You stop creating and stop being in the present moment, and you know, even as we all see the Apple logo, right? It's like the fall of the man, the first bite, right? The first eating when started. So it's like it wasn't designed to help us, yeah. But anyway, at first, of course, we use it because we have to let know other people we are here and to see other people, right? To share the information, yeah. We use it consciously, but I mean, if you try to go and do autonomy, well, at first few days you will use it because it will help you, like for example, to connect and to share your experience, and then after that you feel kind of better because you know the connection with people, that's what is important. But then after a few days it kind of goes flowing, right? So other people just come to you in real life really quickly, so you have no time for technology. And anyway, every time we go, we don't spend much time in the house. But we use it minimum, but when we go out, we don't take it with us. Yeah. We try to not take it with us. So that's just how it is. Okay. Ну, вот в начале, да, когда мы будете, да, я просто хорошо. Да, да. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah, so for anyone watching right now, like we have Haruka from Japan who just asked, are these the ladies who are not eating and not sleeping? How would you describe autonomy for anybody who's watching and doesn't really understand what you mean by autonomy? Do you mean like full autonomy, like no eating, no drinking, and no sleeping? Like, what do you mean when you say autonomy?
okay, so he's asking что это для тебя значит, это ты видишь и вот это новое, да, вот прямо эти пункты, да, вот спать есть, что там еще, да,
То, что он перечислил, для того, чтобы действительно быть энергией, стать энергией. Но для этого требуются условия, те условия, которые необходимы, иначе ты не будешь, не сможешь это делать.
So yes, it means no drinking, no eating, no sleeping, not using money. So to see yourself, right? To come back to yourself, to become energy, which you are from the beginning. And for that, it is needed environment that will support you. And that will not distract you as much as it is distracting now. Right? Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for explaining that and breaking that down. And can you talk about when you first found Dr. Buteyko and what Dr. Buteyko's lectures did for you and how it influenced your journey?
Также вот Дмитрий, да, знаешь, как ты с ним встретилась, как вообще, то есть, ну, началось, как это на тебя повлияло, да, вот его лекции.
Спасибо. Я с ним не встретилась, потому что он в новом мире сейчас, поэтому я с ним никогда не встречалась. То есть он умер.
Correct, Haruka.
Его лекцию я смотрела только одну. Она мне попалась уже в практике в Испании, где он говорил о том, что сон вреден и спать нельзя. Есть много пунктов, которые мне нравятся, есть пункты, с которыми я не согласна. И всю информацию, все информации я отношу так. То есть именно дифференцированно.
So she found out about Dr. Buteyko when she was already practicing sleep deprivation, and how it influenced her is she just got another confirmation that sleep is not good. He was talking in that video that she saw first that sleep is not good for you, and of course she says that there were things from his work, from his sharings, from his his knowledge that he was sharing that she liked, I mean, she felt truly by heart, right? She resonated and she took it, and something that she didn't. So it's not like she, you know, took everything. And she mentions that it's like this with everything, right? She discerns, right? So of course there was a lot of truth in his sharing. So yeah, and the most important one is sleep is not good.
Okay. So in learning that sleep is not good, you know, when it comes to fasting or even dry fasting, people can understand going without food and going without water for a time. But what makes the sleep deprivation such a key component when it comes to autonomy?
Okay, so да. Вот люди понимают не пить, не есть, да? Но как вот почему не спать, это ключевой компонент, да?
Потому что не спать — это главное понимание того, что ты энергия. И понимание того, что тебе не нужно отдыхать, если ты начинаешь делиться.
So, do not sleep, and the sleep, the key component is to understand that you don't have to sleep because you are energy and you move, you interact, right? And when you do that, you will not sleep, you will not want to sleep. When you truly do that, right? Because I think nobody taught us to do that. And yes, so, yeah, that's it. It's pretty how Anastasiya said it, yeah. Maybe you have some additional questions to this point, if it's not still clear, right?
Yeah, you said when you do what, you will not want to sleep? What was the thing you said?
Yeah, you interact with people, the relationship, the interaction, the expression of yourself, express fully yourself, like be the energy that you are fully, right? Like you don't hide yourself, you don't hide from yourself and from other people's hands, right? And you express and communicate and interact fully, because you are energy, and energy should be in work all the time if it's gonna, exist always, forever.
Главная мысль, что тебе не надо отдыхать. Люди постоянно хотят отдыхать.
So the most important thought and idea is you don't have to rest, right? There is an idea in our minds installed that we need to rest, right? We need to rest. We don't need to rest, right?
Okay. So understanding that you are energy and connecting and interacting with other people, these are the things that can break the sleep addiction?
Да, вот как бы взаимодействие с другими людьми, и вот это все как бы себя выражение, да, людьми, это вот то, что делает настоящим.
Да, плюс выражение себя сексуально через тело.
Yes, it will, and plus to that is to express yourself sexually, sexual energies, create your energy, so it's very important to, of course, to use that. Okay, so I don't know if that was clear enough.
Okay, so expressing yourself through sexual energy and also communicating with others, having what we're having dialogues with others, these are things that take away sleep. Or just being active, always working, doing something.
Not as
because I know in other interviews she's talked about there were times that she was able to stave off sleep or deprivate sleep by either doing or walking, you know, or exercising, you know.
Он видел какое-то видео твое, да, одно из видео, он просто спросил, вот, чтобы не спать, надо что-то делать, да? Ну, это неправильно, потому что...
Even dancing.
Что-то делать.
Не что-то делать, потому что если ты будешь что-то делать, тебя будут рубить прямо на месте, где ты будешь делать.
Да.
Ну, то есть здесь важно именно делать это желание, да, и делать это в коннекте, да, и под взглядами других людей. То есть вот находиться под вниманием, находиться в контакте с кем-то. И чем больше телесного контакта, потому что у нас телесный контакт, он подавляется, да, то есть люди шугаются друг друга, люди просто не хотят взаимодействовать. Мужчины так же, как и женщины, то есть они ходят и хотят быть одни вместе и теми же упражнениями заниматься.
So that's a very good point to clear out. It's not just to do anything or something, you know. It's to do it from the heart that you really want to do it, and plus very important component, the most important is to be like someone, to have someone to observe you, right? To see you, so you exist, so you live, not exist, right? So you truly are. And to share, like, because you do something because you like it, right? And you want to share this love to what you do, or just share this, you know, passion with someone. And when someone looks at you, this is the key component. Because you know, now people like scared of each other. They are having a lot of doubts just to come up to someone and start talking or show yourself to others. We are hide from each other in rooms, eating alone, right? And this is what we do.
Okay. So, you know, there's a saying that if a tree falls down in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? So if someone doesn't see you, do you not exist?
No, you don't exist, but let me translate. Он такой интересный пословиц здесь сказал, что когда дерево падает в лесу, да, и никто этого не видит, но даже звука не произносит при падении, да, что как бы, чтобы существовать, чтобы быть, надо, чтобы тебя видели, да.
Очень круто.
She likes the saying a lot, and me too. That's really the point, right? Yeah. So you have to be seen, and of course, do what you love and want, not forcing yourself to do something. Yeah. You feel doing it, you do it, and you share with others. You make people see you.
Скажи, что ребенок и котенок кричат с детства для того, чтобы привлечь внимание, да, чтобы люди видели. Короче, что
So, you know, from the childhood, kids, right, when it's small, or the kitten, they cry or, you know, make a sound, loud sound, just so we pay attention to them. We look at them. They tell us, look at me, so I live, right?
Okay. So it matters to do what you love from the heart. Okay. Yes. Doing what you love, and then making sure that others see you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, you know, Anastasiya, there is a movie that you were inspired by could you talk about what inspired you about the movie The Circle? Because that movie also had a lot of technology within the movie. So I would love to learn what inspires you about The Circle and how you find balance putting yourself out there with also not using technology, but being on technology. Yeah.
Он знает, что ты как бы вдохновилась фильмом да, «Сфера». И в этом много технологий, да, в этом фильме. И вот как ты, что тебя, да, вдохновило в этом фильме? Да, и вот...
Меня вдохновила идея именно быть под вниманием, да, но не под вниманием насильственным, как фильм «Сфера». Опять я никогда не беру эту фильм, да, я никогда не делаю из него как с бутейка, да, так же, то есть все взять. Я беру те вещи, которые мне нравятся. Мне понравилась идея быть под вниманием, и идея честности, да? Идея того, что политики, да, то есть все даже переписки политиков, да, они как бы прослеживаются. Но там это прослеживается, да, именно следят как будто за людьми. То есть идея автономии того, что ты это сам, ты как бы сам без препятствий это можешь показывать. С тобой не нужно следить. Я просто нечего скрывать. Человек говорит такую степень открытости друг к другу. Когда я сам все покажу. Мне не стыдно, не больно все свои мысли показать. И, то есть быть, чтобы все видели, что я делаю. Тогда я не буду делать вещи, как вот в фильме «Сфера» говорится. Человек в одиночестве, без внимания делает самые разрушительные вещи. И если я покажу 100% без лжи свою жизнь, я не буду делать самые разрушительные вещи. Я не буду пить кока-колу, допустим, на публике. Я буду делать в одиночестве. С close friend, который
what inspired her? Of course, like she discerns. She just takes ideas from things, right? She doesn't take it all as it is. So the points that inspired her and really she liked it is that you know, there to be truthful and
честность и условия, когда человек находится под 100% внимания.
So the environment, conditions that people are under 100% attention, right? And also they should be truthful, fully honest about themselves, fully open, fully, you know, letting others, letting the audience, letting others just know everything, what you think, what you feel, what you are, everything what you do, right? Because when you are alone, then you do the things that self-destructive things, right? And she says it's not under like pressure to be under attention as it is in the movie, right? It is by your will, from your heart. If you, for example, in one group and you don't feel like staying in this group anymore, you feel like you're sleeping already, you're not in that now, right? You go and change, right? Because it's not like you have to force yourself or someone, right? It should be in the flow. And truthfully, openly, just everything about yourself, if you not hiding anything.
То есть в фильме показана параллельная логика, да, вот слежки, что за тобой следят. А мы говорим о том, что за мной нужно следить, я все добровольно покажу.
Okay, in the film it's showing the paranormal reality, right?
Не паранормальное,
Paranoia. You know paranoia? Paranoia word. So it's paranoid, maybe. I don't know the English word exactly, but this is from that. and it's like logic is parallel there, right? And people are spying on other people, right? But this is opposite. You don't need no one to spy on you, because you open yourself fully at the beginning, and you know, you do it willingly, you open and you show everything, right? This is the idea.
Okay. So being able to do everything out in the open, like doing nothing behind closed doors?
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Closed doors, and закрытые двери, да, вот не делать ничего за закрытыми дверями, за стенами.
Когда ты явно не будешь ходить в туалет, например, да, но при этом ты примешь свое тело, будешь делать те вещи, которые, в общем-то, тебе раньше, может быть, казались. То есть, допустим, ты легко прочувствуешь то, что заниматься любовью нормально, ходить в туалет.
So yes, do not do it behind the closed door, in the in the box, closed box that no one sees you, right? And of course you will not go to toilet, use toilet when the environment is open, and you will start to feel like to be sexually active is a normal thing. You will start to see what is normal and what is not normal, right? So close the door when you start to experiment with this and stay in more open space. You will see that what's really is normal and what's not, and what's good and what's not, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. So, you know, okay, go ahead.
I already translated quickly. Just that you said that. Thank you for clarifying.
Yes. So, you know, I would love to learn more about when it comes to, because the Russian philosophy, or what I feel like the Russian mindset, certain characteristics I admire and I respect about the Russian way of thinking. It doesn't beat around the bush. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
And it's very, you know, it's very blunt. You know, you're not afraid to say what you mean, to say how you feel, even at the risk of hurting people's feelings. You say it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the difference between autonomy and what somebody considers chronic living, like breatharianism or chronic living, and autonomy, what would you say are the differences?
All right. Yes, that's a good question. We were talking about that lately. Да, ему нравится, что русские люди вот такие прямые, честные. Ты сейчас отрубишь. Вот что отличается, да, плана жизни, вот, вегетарианизм, может быть.
Абсолютно все. Я считаю, что не существует ни вегетарианства, ни праноедения. Потому что люди на этапе, они считают калории, они все равно что-то едят, но очень мало. Мы делаем...
Вегетарианизм, да, что-то
да.
Ну, это мало.
Однозначно, да, то есть все эти праноические движения, они про малоедение, да, мы сами это практикуем сейчас, да, но мы говорим о том, что автономия – это возможность жить полностью как энергия. И праноедение, да, это опять же даже само название, да, это вот как бы необходимость едения чего-то, то есть это абсолютное непонимание процессов, которые происходят, абсолютно ни слова про отсутствие сна. То есть люди думают, что им нужно
что-то еще,
да. Поэтому они не могут не есть при праноедении, так называемом. Да, мы говорим о том, что если ты глубоко понимаешь, что ты энергии, тебе действительно ничего не необходимо, ты действительно не устаешь, просто ленишься, и себя не отдаешь до конца, это вообще противоположная концепция.
So it's even opposite concepts. right? Because the autonomy is you clearly understand you need nothing, literally nothing, because you are everything. You are energy, and there is like naming, labeling, and boxing in the knowledge. Some particular one in one box is like belief. It's be lie, right? You don't expand, you don't grow, and it's just yeah. As it is, yeah, this is simple. Yeah, this is, you have to understand that the autonomy is, full autonomy is like that, but believing into something or creating some labels, already labeling yourself, already limiting yourself, right, with the word that you put on yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so the difference you're saying is that with chronic living, you're still relying on something,
Yes.
whereas autonomy, you're relying on nothing.
Yes.
Okay, so
so on autonomy, you don't need something, like when you break a leg, you need something to lean on. So how it's called in English?
a crutch.
Yeah, crutch. So you don't need those crutches, something external in autonomy, but what is the most important, you give out so much more, right? You give the energy, you give the love, you give your presence, you see people. This is what autonomy is all about. Of course, Preterianism or Preterianism is all just, there are a lot of things that people rely on in that area.
So with autonomy, you're being sustained by giving?
And giving a lot of energy, because you are the energy. You realize you are the energy and you give a lot. Yes, you give, so you don't not need anymore anything. You start, it's like, there is a way. There is a way to the middle, and from the middle, and it's like not needing anything. It's like halfway, and giving out everything you have, because you have everything. The energy you have is the most important, right? The love, the touch, physical touch, just accepting all and everything and everyone, right? And seeing them is more important.
Это полное отсутствие жадности. То есть мы сейчас живем в мире очень жадном, то есть предельно жадном, предельно экономичном. А здесь ты понимаешь, что ты миллиардер, а миллиардерами никто нас не научил быть по энергетике.
So, it's life without what's the word in English? Shortness. When you don't wanna share with someone, what's it called? When you don't want to share with someone something, what's it called in English?
When you don't want to share with someone, like when you're greedy. When you're greedy.
Yeah, greedy. Yeah, greedy. So you're not greedy at all, right? On autonomy, not greedy at all. You understand that you are a millionaire, that you are rich, right? And from now on, you share this richness with other people.
Что людей не научили, у нас нет возможности, способности, навыка быть очень богатым человеком энергетически.
So we were not taught to be rich energetically, and we were taught to be greedy. We need something. We need money for a group to get in. We need small things to just it's just we are greedy, but we need to teach ourselves to be rich, because we are millionaires. I don't know. It's not even that this world. It's endless.
Right. So it's like being an energetic millionaire, having an abundance of energy, even more than, you know, for yourself and being able to freely give. I would assume that, you know, the saying that some people have where, oh, this person is taking my energy or that person is stealing my energy, that you wouldn't say something like that because you want people to have more of your energy.
Yes. Также он говорит, вот, есть говорят, кто-то забирает,
так спасибо, что забрали, иначе тебя срубит в сон, если ты не отдашь.
So thank you or thank the person that took the energy away, because if not, you would fall asleep, right? More probability.
Потому что сон тебя срубает твоя же собственная, непотраченная энергия.
So you're not spend energy. When you don't spend energy, the energy that is not spent will shut you down, right? If you keep it long and inside, not express, not give, it will shut you down, and how it will shut you down is you will sleep.
Okay, so in other words, what I'm gathering from you is we need to express and spend that energy in order to stay awake.
In order to stay awake.
To stay awake.
Yes. So, вот для того, чтобы как бы стараться не спать, живым, да, чтобы остаться живым, надо себя как бы показывать, взаимодействовать, да. Да, просто подсуммировать.
Еще раз, сон – это уход со сцены других людей.
So, yes, it's pretty much like that, and Anastasiya says sleep is like going from the scene, you know, like an artist, from the scene of the, you know, their view, right? And the sleeping is like dying, but when you are, of course, interacting and you're not going away from the scene, right? You are on the scene, always expressing, like the sun, shining like the sun. Then you are living, truly living. Yeah.
Okay, fascinating. So we have a question in the comments from Haruka. She's from Japan, our friend from Japan, and she's asking, how long have you not slept for? How long do you go between periods of sleep?
Да.
Сказать, что всегда, если ты понял.
So all the time, if you understood, right? Like if you understood the concept and
Пока ты будешь
understood by
думать, что ты нищий, ты не сможешь не спать в
If you will keep be greedy and have this program in your mind that you are poor, you will not be able to do that. Он тоже спрашивал, как персонально ты, ну вот, как долго ты какие периоды у тебя были самого долго не спали?
Ну, на протяжении 1,5 лет я спала минимальное количество времени, то есть там по полчаса, там, да, то есть не больше часа, то есть это вообще не спала. То есть сейчас немножко другой период, да, сейчас я то есть переживаю период как раз, когда я учусь именно и полиамории, да, то есть тема любви, она очень актуальна, поэтому здесь я очень делиться именно с людьми как бы близким контактом, да, то есть если я раньше делилась с людьми, используя опять же технику, да, но это опять же ноутбук, да, это голос, это закрытые взаимоотношения, то есть камера, взаимодействие на камеру, прямой эфир, это очень закрытое, вот. Но на тот период, да, где-то около 1,5 лет я практически не спала.
So, she would sleep like half an hour or up 1 hour and a half, or sometimes nothing. Like a lot of times nothing, no sleep, and it's like during already 2 years. But you know, there are different periods in your life, it's process, and you, of course, it's like a baby walking, right? You walk and you fall and you get back up, but you know, sometimes during those periods you step back more than usually, and especially now she learns and she develops this polyamory, polygamy aspect, which is the most important point that will keep you alive, that will keep you not sleeping, right? And because again, this is the most, you know, like the most full of love and creative contact with the person, right? And yes, and now she learns, she has new realizations, and during these realizations, of course, you have so much going on inside yourself that you kind of out of balance, but you are not, you know, it's just learning curve, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when you say sleeping for 15 minutes to half an hour or maybe an hour, do you mean 15 minutes a day or 15 minutes a week?
It's a day.
A day. Okay. Okay.
But not every day, of course, right? So it's not like...
То есть я не считала, знаешь, меня спрашивают цифры, у меня не было задачи посчитать это, да, и написать какую-то вот именно научную работу по этой, я просто жила.
Yeah, but of course she didn't count, right? It's like approximately, and you cannot say a week, a day, because every week, every day is different, right?
Right.
And
right.
she didn't write like some.
Мне не было задачи потом отчитаться перед кем-то.
There was no like a desire to, you know, to write it down and then show it to someone, or to, you know, it's just in the moment, flowing, living, not counting, and staying more in the heart. Staying more in the heart, because counting comes from ego and stuff.
Okay. And when it comes to not sleeping or the sleep deprivation, is it more important for the not eating and not drinking that you stop sleeping? Or is it more important that you stop sleeping than you stop eating and drinking?
So, что больше важно, не спать, потом ты перестаешь пить, есть, или как это работает, да, вот.
Самое главное – это честность и понимание того, что ты богатый человек, а другое все.
Да, мы уже повторялись. Вот он больше детально спрашивает, как бы, что больше важно, не спать, и потом все пойдет, да, потянется, или вот не пить, не есть. Потом,
Не уходить из контакта.
Да, и все уйдет вместе.
Не уходить из контакта.
Да. So even we will answer like differently, because it's not to go away from the contact with other people and everything, like not drink food and sleep will go naturally away, right? Because you will not even think about that. You will not think about that, it will go naturally away when you don't stop interaction, you don't stop expressing yourself, showing honestly who you are, fully everything you think you do, and not closing yourself behind the door, right?
Не игнорировать пространство, потому что люди постоянно тебя дергают в это пространство, а ты просто на них забиваешь.
To not ignore the environment, be aware and present, but present with the people, right? People always want from you something, right? And this is, they are helping you to not to live, to be alive. So if they want from some, just give them more than they want. Right? Interaction, expression, love, generosity, that you are rich, that you are not greedy, right? even with your energy. Understand that there is no end to your energy. No one can take so much energy that you die. Like you have endless, limitless energy. So give.
I love this. I love this. This is so amazing. I just love this.
Yeah,
You know,
it's easy.
right. It's so simple. It's so simple. You know, the way that you describe it, it kind of makes it sound like by giving and by being able to express, it's almost like a payment that you receive from others, that others are giving to you. They're allowing you the opportunity to give.
Yeah. Это также вот отдавая, да, ты тоже ты вот получаешь вот что-то, да, вот как бы это взаимодействие тебя вот оживляет.
Да.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So hypothetically, if you were to live in a world where there was only you and no one else was on the planet, autonomy would not be possible?
Гипотетически мысль, да, вот как бы на перспективу, если бы ты остался один на планете, только один, автономия для тебя была бы возможна? No, it would not be possible. Yeah, it would not be possible. Yeah, because you are alone. That's the worst, misconception in this world. You can do it all alone. No.
Okay.
No.
So there is a reliance on others. Yeah.
It's not reliance. Like how will you use? Like I'm going. So что там, что есть как бы codependence, как бы ты зависим от других, да,
Да, ты зависим от других. То, чего в этом безумном мире боятся все. Ты зависим от вещей, ты зависим от живых людей.
Да.
Полностью, то есть твоя жизнь зависима.
Да, потому что может эту энергию вот, только им ты можешь отдать, кому еще, да, вещать ты не отдашь.
То есть это даже уже без интерпретации. То есть современный мир делает все, даже сама как вот это вот строит капиталистически, говорит, будь независим от других людей. Это нам говорит. Если твоя зависимость от других людей, это твое бессмертие. Прям с капитализмом говорит.
Да. So, it's like, let's compare capitalism, who says that you don't need no one. And autonomy says you need everyone. It's not like need, but, so you can exist, you can express. If the tree didn't make a sound when no one saw it, right? It was not there, like it didn't happen. So, yeah, you need people, and people need you.
То есть вся придуманная независимость, да, капиталистическая, это все ложь.
So all this, this idea, capitalism, idea like you are, free and independent, and you don't need no one, you can do it all alone. It's all against autonomy, right?
It's against autonomy.
Because when you believe you don't need no one, you stay alone a lot of most of your time. You hide in your room, you do it all alone, you are not asking for help, you're not sharing. It's just, it's all against. You are greedy, right? You don't share yourself. It's эгоцентризм. Когда ты не делишься с собой.
Сама идея частной собственности, большого дома, машины для себя, да, грести под себя всю жизнь, она противоречит идеям.
So even the idea having, like ownership of something, of a house, of some things, even of a people, right? Like a husband or a kid, like, this is the you know,
собственность, как частная собственность.
ownership, your own, right? Your own, it's only yours and no one's else's, right? So this idea is not helping the autonomy, because you know, it's like more of greediness. You need more and more, right, of something, and also you feel, you know, it's like installed in your mind that you own a person or your husband or your kid, right? That's not freedom, that's not you know, expression, full expression. It's limiting someone, hence it's limiting you. The same as house limits you from the space.
Частная собственность на вещи, частная собственность на людей, да, и очень большая закрытость при этом. Даже если это семья, да, я не говорю, что семья это плохо. Вот именно, семья это хорошо, но не в том виде, в котором она сейчас существует.
So Nastya says family is good. She wanna just point this thing, family, having family that is good. She's not against it, but the family that exists nowadays, this structure of family that exists now, is not good, because you, they made you believe you own the person, right? One person and that's it. Or a kid or a house, you know, like ownership.
Два человека под закрытым забором.
И да, они как бы digging the hole under themselves, like, you know, the family, two person in the union, right? And they like dig a hole under themselves, because they put themselves behind the closed door. They get more and more things, bigger and, you know, richer, which is not the true richness. Yes, so it's like earning the money together, spending it on addictions together, and you know, and also this kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so no one is your property. Like, you don't own anyone. No one owns you.
Никто не есть как бы собственность, да? Никто твоя собственность, и ты ничего не должен кому-то, и кто-то ничего не должен тебе. И как вот эта должность. Это ничего не должен никому, нет, наоборот. Да,
в плане, что наоборот, это не то, что ты никому ничего не должен. Наоборот, как раз капитализм ты ничего никому не должен. А автономия наоборот, ты ответственен за все. Скажи, за других, как за себя, потому что они различны.
Да. So the first point, it was good, but the second part, not opening to no one anything, and not, you know, like, or someone doesn't own you anything, is the wrong idea. It's like capitalism, from capitalist part, right? It's like, again, independence, right? But in autonomy, you are responsible for yourself, and more for someone else as for yourself. You are responsible, you own this energy that you have inside of you to share and to, you know, to make them alive, to not be so independent.
You're responsible for sharing the energy.
Yes, and you are responsible for other people as you are responsible for yourself. Yes.
Okay. So when you were first starting out on this path and first beginning this path of autonomy, and you started going into the dry fasting, not eating, not drinking, and not sleeping, what was the most challenging part for you in the beginning?
Когда ты начинала, да, вначале, когда ты это все начинала, что было наиболее тяжелой частью этого всего, когда ты сухой день, да, из еды, который начиналось вначале самое
сложное, как до сих пор, это не увлекательно.
It's even not about these simple things, not eating or drinking or sleeping, right? It's the most important, and as it is still now, the most important and will always be, and the most hard one, is to not run away from people, from their view, right? Because you always want to hide. If to not hide from others, and you don't hide from yourself, right? Because you don't hide from yourself, you see yourself fully, then you want to see other people fully. And then, only then you are alive. And then it just naturally goes away. Food, drink, sleep. You know, we are looking from the wrong end, right? We want to remove something, but we don't know what will help us with that. But you start with the most important, the interaction, being alive, to not hide from people. And then everything else goes naturally away. You don't, like think how to do that. You just do that because you're alive. You don't need anything if you are alive.
So, okay. So it's less about trying to stop something and more about going into something else more deeply. Like finding that connection more deeply, and then the other things just fall away.
Yes.
Okay. That's so beautiful. That's beautiful.
Он говорит, что вот это больше вот идти глубже в то, что тебе действительно важно в этом мире, да? Чтобы оставаться в живых, чем заставлять себя играть, что не 100%, of course.
Yeah. Why do you feel like this knowledge is not mainstream? Why do you feel like more people don't know about this as a viable way of living?
Почему ты думаешь, это известные знания, неизвестные, да, почему никто об этом не знает?
Потому что это наиболее честно, что сейчас есть. И пойти в это просто самое честное, что можно сделать по отношению к себе.
Because it's the most honest and truthful thing there is in the world. And to go into this is to really be the most yourself, true to yourself, and choosing you, right? And other people.
So people are just afraid to be truthful?
Yes. Люди боятся быть честными?
Да.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And that stops them from finding this?
Yes. Это их останавливает from that.
Они будут искать различные способы, только не самый простой способ. Честно.
Yeah, people will search any way, but not to be truthful, honest. And of course, when you're not honest, you will not spend much time with other people.
So kind of like, so to be autonomous is to just really being 100% honest with yourself and others. Okay. So we have a few, oh, go ahead.
Для автономии быть честным, открытым, полностью, это очень важно. Просто спортсмен это okay.
Okay. So we do have a few questions from others who have viewed your content on your YouTube channel as well. So one of the questions, oh, go ahead. Did you want to translate? Sorry.
It's about some videos, some content on YouTube.
Okay. So one of the questions is, there are times when you have suggested that people might, you know, eat a tomato, a cucumber, or an avocado, and then go back into autonomy, or like go back into the dry state. And someone was asking, why not just have the colon clean before going into being dry?
Вот ты говорила, можно просто, да, съесть чуть-чуть, я как бы авокадо, мне сказала, я так, просто и потом снова назад в автономию. Кто-то спросил, вот, почему просто не почистить себя перед автономией, да, я не знаю, может, какие-то, вот почистить себя, да, вот.
Потому что чистить себя не нужно, даже сколько можно быть в автономии. Потому что концепция чисток, да, это концепция того, что как раз люди, заходя на какие-то длительные практики, да, не едение, не питие, даже там через силу воли не осознавая, да, могут себя убить, решив, что там на 20-й день не едение, да, решив все клизмы поставить, потому что там еще немного уходит и есть. То есть концепция чисток, постоянное очищение себя, это вообще страшно. Вообще, понимаешь, что тут дело не в чистках, а в энергии, которую ты... То есть, если ты понимаешь, что ты энергия, да, это и делишься, причем здесь вообще чистки.
Да. So, to clean yourself before, this concept is really wrong, because you know, like you can start, you can drink Coca-Cola, and then next thing you do is you start autonomy, full autonomy, right? And you know, people believe that, you know, I can go like 20 days, you know, and then maybe thinking there is something still inside me, I need to clean, and you do the enema, and this is all, you know, self. Да, как бы, вот, they can die from that, right? You know, if you go on autonomy, you just go, right? There is no need to clean yourself. It's not about even cleanliness of your body, right? The energy, you are already clean and you are already rich, right? And it's all about energy. You be that energy fully. And of course, you will not be scared that you are not clean if you are full potential energy expression, you know? And it's just more a lot of paranoia, you know, fear a lot about the cleanliness, about the cleaning, right? Just let go and be the energy.
Okay, so no need to worry about being fully clean or being fully detoxed before you go into autonomy. You can just go straight in. Yeah?
Yes. You shouldn't, да, вот говорит, не надо переживать чистки себе, как бы детоксикации.
Наоборот, это очень опасная и вредная концепция.
Anastasia says, even this concept is very dangerous. Dangerous for your health, for your life, right? For you, it's dangerous, yeah.
Okay. So we have a question, another question from Haruka in the chat here, and I'll go ahead and pin it down here for you, Ivana, so you can read it. He's asking, why do you believe food was created? Like, why is food here?
Why did God create food? Почему Бог тогда сотворил еду?
Люди сотворили, начали с яблока, дошли до того, что начали жрать животных, может быть, скоро, если так пойдем и друг друга начнем жрать.
So, you know, God did not create food. You understand that we created food. We started eating the apple, then we eat animals, live, you know, creatures. Then maybe we'll end up eating each other. So it's like, you know, we put the label on that apple or that fruit, it's food now because we started eating, but it wasn't food before because we didn't eat before. So why did God did not create any food? We created that.
Can you say that one more time? I was just blown away. I was blown away by that. Can you say that one more time?
You know, because we like naming the things, and you know, the brain is interesting thing. You know, the food, God did not create the food. The apple was always there, but before you eat it, it wasn't the food. We created it by started eating it. So it's not, it's like you again put responsibility on others, on God. Why? You did that. We did that.
So it only became food when we started eating it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's our responsibility, not God's responsibility for our actions.
So then one might ask, why do you feel, and I love this answer, by the way, but I would love for people to hear your explanation of what we call in the body a digestive system. What people they might ask, like, well, why do we have organs that are able to process this?
И почему у нас есть органы, которые
потому что способны, потому что пищеварительную систему полезна.
Да. Почему она может проработать?
Можно же и гвоздь себе в попу запихать. Это что же возможно?
Ну, я понимаю. Да, но это по системе.
Это название. То есть можно с собой сделать все что угодно. Я говорю, ну, можно и люди разные вещи делают, показывают вам видео. Запихивают огурцы себе в попу и считают, что это как бы лексики мало, например.
Да, или картошку. Ну, не знаю, что.
Нет, привели слово. Да. То есть можно и как бы и гвоздь себе в нос запихать. Да. Это что же возможно? Ты не говоришь, что нужно тело так эксплуатировать. То есть надо как-то мыслить, знаешь, масштабно. Понять, что пищеварительная система, это люди назвали, что она пищеварительная. Это все.
So, you have to look at the bigger picture. I mean, we named it digestive system, right? Again, we needed the name for everything. So we named it digestive system, and you can even put the nail in your nose, and you know everything's possible, right? But it's like, but we just after we started eating, we had to name it somehow. So it's not for food. It's not.
So what we
go ahead.
So what we named a digestive system, it doesn't have to be a digestive system. It's just what we called it.
Yes.
So it could be anything.
Мы назвали это пищеварительной системой, но это не должно, это не значит, что это пищеварительная система, это может быть что
это может быть система, я не знаю, там, то есть это человек так должно быть. Это ничего не значит.
It doesn't mean anything. It just we named it. We named it because we needed explanation for our actions, I guess. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Here's a side question. What are your thoughts? Because I know that you spend a lot of time in the dry states. But what are your thoughts on urine therapy or urine therapy, looping or recycling or consuming your own water?
That's a good question, very good. And negative, it's not good. Like, again, you don't need anything. No.
So it's just not necessary.
She better will not drink anything in the dry state than drink your own urine and Yes.
заливать вообще что-то более продукты как бы собственных отходов.
Да, может еще помню, что на каком-то этапе это может помочь, но это только помогает тем, кто не автономный.
Ну, если ты атомный реактор, зачем в себя заливать вещи? То есть тело только освободилось от чувства. Ты атомный реактор, атомная энергия. Зачем себя глушить жидкостью, опять ее в себя вливать? То есть это, боже, настолько это тупо, глупо.
Да. So yeah, there is no need to, you know, like this. Again, it's loop, right? It's endless. So why to start in something endless? You are not endless. You are atomic energy. You are, you know, this. You are a bomb, walking bomb, basically.
So is it like so it doesn't matter what the liquid is. You're putting all liquids together. Like nothing is necessary.
No, not yet.
Okay. So not that one is better or worse. It's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay. Okay. So a little switch. When it comes to relationships, someone was asking, what are your thoughts on polygamy versus monogamy and having multiple relationships, and how has that had an effect or an impact on your journey?
Вот это про полигамию, про полиаморию, как это вообще помогло тебе и как как повлияло на тебя. Да, слышишь,
Полностью. Человек не сможет автономить, если он будет зациклен на одном партнере. Это вот личный партнер, моя частная собственность, закрытость. Никакой автономии без полиамории, без полигамии невозможно.
So no autonomy is possible without polygamy, polyamoria, we call it, because you know again this is concept of you know one person. I own this person, and they close each other. Capitalism, right? System. We don't need it. Mine, right? And when you close together with that person, you close yourself from expressing yourself.
Потому что все другие люди есть моя собственная материализованная энергия.
Because every other person is your own materialized energy, and not accepting other person is not accepting yourself fully. If not accepting yourself fully is not expressing and not living full potential, and no autonomy is possible.
Okay. Okay. Now, I know that while other people might have or place an importance on routines, regimens, or rituals such as yoga, breath work, or even sun gazing, you don't partake in any of those, right?
Вот даже люди вот создали такие ритуалы, да, вот повторение вот такой каждый день себе, вот дыхательные упражнения, йога, там смотреть на солнце, сангейтинг, знаешь.
Скажи, это так скучно, это так, ну так вообще примитивно, скучно, хождение по кругу. То есть ни одной новой мысли, ни одной новой идеи. То есть это мир, в котором действительно хочется заснуть.
So it's so primitive, you know, because it's boring, it's repeating all the time, and you do it all alone. If you do it all alone, you want to sleep, you just, you know, it's not interesting, there is no new ideas, there is no expansion, right? So you sleep 8 hours and then you meditate alone with closed eyes, like even hiding from yourself, from reality, right? You withdraw even more. So it's like but I like yoga personally, and I do it in front of people. That's like a scene, right? I'm on a scene. You do it in front of people, what you love. You know, you love yoga, do it in front of people, so they see you.
So it doesn't matter what your practice is, as long as you do it in front of others.
Yeah, if you really like it so much, but I mean, как бы он говорит, это не важно, что ты делаешь, но делать вот по взглядам другого человека.
И включаем этого другого человека, то есть не, пусть другой человек тебе не мешает, потому что главная концепция нашего мира старого, да, что тебе все мешают.
Но он тоже говорит про это, что ты только вегетарианизм, да? Вот делать это и показывать другим людям, что вегетарианизм, как бы, знаешь, вегетарианизм это
дыхание уходит на испанию, в конце.
So, yeah, of course,
включай других людей в то, что ты делаешь, потому что люди тебе мешают.
You have to include people in what you do, right? Because in the world we live in, the concept is other people, they distract you. It's not true. They don't distract you. They help you use your energy. And they make you richer by their presence and their... It's not distraction. They interact, they want to see you.
То есть, как правило, люди обогащают, люди не забирают, люди обогащают.
People don't take, they give you, they make you rich. So is this concept to understand, they don't distract, because, you know, they say, remove all distraction, remove people. Like, people no, don't get more people. And, you know, and also Anastasiya mentioned about breatharianism. Breatharianism, again, is some closed concept that you don't need any breathing practices, because anyway, breathing goes away when you do full autonomy. You don't breathe. Again, consumption, yeah?
Ты и так редко дышишь, когда перестаешь спать. То есть это вот нет ничего отдельного. То есть если как бы бритарианизм это уйти и дышать, сидеть там одному или не дышать, неважно, то это невозможно. Потому что дышать можно только под неспанием, а неспание это включенность людей.
Снова же таки, это как бы so again, it's a circle, right? You put in yourself, you put in a circle, like breatharianism and all these practices, breathing practices, you overconsume, right? Because breathing is again consumption as well as like just eating, right? You consume. And when you breathe, when you know those deep breaths, even happen when you fall asleep, right? And sleeping again is not autonomy, so it's like you keep yourself in some circle that will not get you to autonomy, and you stop when you stop sleeping, and you know you get to the full autonomy. You stop breathing. Because you notice how you start breathing deeply, more consuming more when you sleep, right?
Okay. So when you say that you have this understanding, a complete understanding that you are the energy, that you are energy,
Yes.
And you might have people who start to ask you, well, that it's your understanding or it's your belief. Like, what do you say to people who say this is a belief, and perhaps ask how much of this journey is mental?
Думаю, что это вера, да? Это кнопка belief, да? Что мы верим в это. Вот, и сколько с того всего это ментальный процесс. Как бы, да, вот, может, ты просто веришь. Вот, ты веришь, что это возможно. Но вот, это же не вера, это просто знание, это правда.
Нет смысла рассуждать об этом, если у тебя нет собственной практики. И доказывать что-то кому-то. То есть я абсолютно никому ничего не доказываю. Ты его практикуешь, либо нет.
So, you know, there is no sense to prove something, or is belief or is it not, if you don't practice it, right? You have to practice it, and there is no need to to prove something, or you know, like if you don't practice it and you believe in something, it is belief. But start practicing, and yeah, you will see in the process is it belief or not.
You will see. So in other words, the practitioner asks less questions.
Yeah.
When you're in the practice and you experience it, you know for yourself.
Yeah, you feel the truth. It's not believe, it's the truth. You feel that. You feel the difference between believing the truth. Living the truth and living the lie. Just start practicing the autonomy.
What advice would you have for someone who wants to start this journey? They just heard about it. They never knew that it was even possible to live without these things, and they feel inspired to start this journey. What advice would you have for them?
Какой совет ты бы дала тому, кто вообще об этом не слышит, кто слышал, даже не представляет себе, что это все можно, да? В начале очень.
Like, what would you advise they start? Yeah.
Совет для начала, снова же таки, странно люди.
Видеть других людей, замечать. Так же, как себя.
So to be aware of other people and see them, to want to see them and see yourself. This is the very good start. You know, not breaking yourself. You know, just naturally just start seeing other people. You see yourself, you see other people, and you are alive. So when you're alive, you don't need
Откинуть книги, откинуть гаджеты, выйти просто в парк, начать разговаривать.
So to leave behind the books, you know, all these activities that make you stay alone in the closed space where no one sees you, right? Just go and see people, appreciate them. This is the true richness, right? The people, just, yeah.
Okay. And also when it comes to letting go of using money and the money deprivation, how has that been working, and what have you seen on that journey, that aspect of the deprivation where it comes to money?
Что насчет денег? Какие переставать использовать в меньшей степени, да, как, что самое можно сказать какими-то.
Когда ты не выходишь в контакт с другими людьми, когда тебе на самом деле и не требуются деньги. Человеку требуются деньги, когда он выходит из контакта и остается в одиночестве.
So, when you are fully, you know, connected in the moment with the people, under the view of other people, you don't need money. You don't even have, you know, you don't need to just. That's all you need is people and their energy to use it, right? But once you stop this, once you hide, you need money, right? Because you are replacing it. It's like money or love. It's simple. Choose love or money.
То есть, когда ты в контакте с людьми, так происходит, что у тебя и так все есть.
When you are in interacting with people, when you are constantly connected, you know, you see them for who they are, you love them, because seeing them is loving them.
Деньги требуются, когда ты уходишь и остаешься в одиночестве.
Да. And you don't need money, it just happens. It just happens, you know, you don't need money, you don't even think you need money, or you don't think of things that need money to get them, right? So, but once you go away, hide, or go out from the practice of autonomy, you immediately start using money. You start buying that fruit that you wanna just, you know, come back.
Ты никогда не остаешься один, ты всегда остаешься один с деньгами.
You never stay alone, right? You either stay with people or you stay with money. You choose love or you choose illusion.
Еще раз. так немножко перевод.
So this love that... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Ты остаешься один с деньгами.
You never stay alone. You stay alone with money. With money, right?
So you say like
it's
alone
never
with money.
alone. Yeah, you never alone. Как бы ты не остаешься один, когда ты уходишь с поля зрения. Да?
Еще раз. Это очень понятно. Не надо уточнить. Ты не один. Ты с деньгами.
You are not alone. You are with money when you are alone. This is what Anastasiya wants exactly to be translated.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay, so part of what I was trying to grasp was the love that we are giving others and the love we're receiving from others is like its own form of payment. It's payment enough. We don't need anything. Okay.
Вот говорит, что как бы любовь, которую мы получаем от других людей, это как бы плата, сама плата. Да?
Это вообще слово внутри. Любовь, ее могут понимать, вот, знаешь, как-то экзальтированно слишком. Да? Вот как, вот, допустим, пастор кричат со сцены, там, мы, любовь. Любовь — это просто быть. Просто быть рядом. Даже если у вас конфликт, ты все равно остаешься в контакте, не бросаешь человека, как не бросаешь себя, да, в этом состоянии, ты уже видишь.
So, you know, to make the point about love clearly, you know,
Не как пастор
is, you know, in church, they also talk about love, right, and think and all this stuff, but love is staying with the person, even if you are in conflict with the person, not leave that person, accept that person as well as you accept yourself. This is love, just being present, right?
Your presence.
Yeah.
This is love.
Yes.
I feel it. I feel it. Wow. So, you know, lastly, what is your definition of contentment and happiness? What is your definition of happiness?
Что для тебя счастье?
Люди, я сама.
People and me, myself, right? Like, happiness is other people and me. So, yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Okay. We have one last question from someone in the comments.
Okay.
And I'll go ahead and put his question down here, Brother Eli. He's asking, do you know of anyone who has ever reversed type 1 diabetes?
Ты знаешь кого-то, кто вылечил диабет?
Конечно, диабет это самое легкое, его даже Израиль не лечит.
Anastasia answers that diabetes is the most easiest thing to cure, and it is cured on even raw food, just simple, not complicated raw food. Yeah. Raw
Okay.
means like just fruits, vegetables as it is, not, you know, combining and making.
Диабет это же старт любви к другим, потому что диабет это же про сладкое.
Diabetes is about sweet, right? Sugar, sweet, and sweetness, right? So it's like deficiency in love from people to people, right? Sharing the love.
Это ступенька автономии как раз.
It's like a step to autonomy. It's like you know. Ты хочешь сказать, что диабет это уже...
Это путь, открывает путь к как бы к различию. То есть это путь к автономии.
So Anastasia says that diabetes, it's a way to autonomy, it's opening the way to autonomy. Maybe, может, вы объясни, как?
Понять, что потребление сладкого, да, либо дарить любовь и быть в контакте.
Yeah. So it's about consuming the sweet, right? Or you eat sweets when you don't give enough of love, right? Don't share enough of love, not enough present, being. So and it's like connected, right? So diabetes is about sweetness, about sugar, right? So
причем любить, это говорю, это не какое-то вот такое вот, знаешь, экзальтированное, кричать об этом. Это просто выбрать человека вместо книги, это просто выбрать ребенка вместо работы.
Да. Вот, love, again, it's not something loud, or it's just to choose a person instead of book, to choose a kid instead of work, right? To choose to be present, just being. This is the love.
I love it. I love it. Spasibo. Spasibo. Ivana, thank you so much for your translations. Anastasia, thank you so much for your presence. Thank you both for coming on here. Really just appreciate this time. And yeah, that's all I had for today. That's all the questions. And just so grateful for you being here today. Just really thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your presence, for your love. And yes, thank you for everything.
All right. So I know that this is your rising. This is your morning there in Zanzibar. Yeah.
Yes.
So definitely, enjoy the rest of your day. And I trust that all the people who were able to join and the people who will watch this on the replay, we've already had a lot of people come in the comment section giving love and just saying that they just love the side of you too, that you look so content, you look so at peace. And, they're just thankful for your knowledge and your insight. Yeah.
We are thankful for their presence.
All right. So we will continue. We will keep going. And the message is out there now. The message is out there. So more people will keep hearing this message.
Yeah, we are glad. This is important to share the truth, right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.